Let me be clear. Jim Boeheim, legendary coach, defended Carmelo Anthony, and he was right. Boeheim saw something in Melo that many critics overlooked. He saw a player who could change the game, a player who could lead a team, but also a player who needed the right pieces around him to truly succeed. Melo, a superstar scorer, made his teams better. Denver Nuggets, New York Knicks. But they couldn't beat the Giants. Despite his incredible talent and scoring ability, the teams he played for often fell short in the playoffs. It wasn't for lack of effort or skill on Melo's part. Why? Because basketball is a team sport. Melo couldn't win alone. No matter how great a player is, they need a solid team to back them up. The burden of carrying an entire team on one's shoulders is too heavy, even for a player of Melo's caliber. Boeheim wasn't making excuses, he was stating facts. He understood the dynamics of the game and the importance of team chemistry. He knew that a single player, no matter how talented, couldn't do it all. Those Nuggets and Knicks teams had talent, but lacked the right mix. They had potential, but were missing the crucial elements that make a championship team. It wasn't just about having star players, it was about having the right combination of skills and roles. You can't surround a primary scorer with more scorers and expect to win. The team needs defenders, playmakers, and role players who can complement the star. Balance is key in building a successful team. Melo's legacy isn't diminished by a lack of championships. His impact on the game and his contributions to his teams are undeniable. He remains one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. It highlights a bigger truth. It's about building the right team around the star. Success in basketball, as in life, is about collaboration and synergy. The lesson, it's the gospel according to Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs. They showed us that with the right team dynamics, even a group of good players can achieve greatness. The San Antonio Spurs are the gold standard in team building. Under the leadership of Greg Popovich, they have set a benchmark that many teams aspire to, but few achieve. Their success is not just about winning games, it's about creating a culture of excellence and unity. They don't just collect talent, they build cohesive teams. Every player knows their role and how they fit into the bigger picture. This meticulous approach ensures that everyone is on the same page, working towards a common goal. It's about fit, chemistry, and players embracing their roles. The Spurs emphasize communication and trust, which are crucial for any successful team. Their players are not just teammates, they are a family. While others chased big names, the Spurs sought character and high basketball IQ. They focused on drafting and developing players who could think the game, not just play it. This strategy has paid off in spades. The big three, Duncan, Parker, Ginobili, were surrounded by perfect pieces. These stars were not just great players, they were great leaders who set the tone for the entire team. Defenders, shooters, smart players who complemented the stars. The Spurs roster was always balanced, with each player bringing something unique to the table. This diversity in skills made them a formidable opponent. This approach contrasts with Melo's teams, which lacked defensive commitment. While Carmelo Anthony was a prolific scorer, his teams often struggled with the defensive aspect of the game, highlighting the importance of a balanced approach. The Spurs understood the need for balance, not just scoring. They excelled in both offense and defense, making them a well-rounded team. Greg Popovich's ability to manage both aspects of the game was a key factor in their success. Common sense isn't always common in the NBA, but the Spurs have mastered it. Their approach to team building is a masterclass in strategy, execution, and above all, teamwork. It's a blueprint for success that other teams would do well to follow. The Spurs' success wasn't just about Tim Duncan and his incredible talent. The front office, led by R.C. Buford and Greg Popovich, built a balanced and unselfish team. Every player served a purpose. There were no vanity projects or wasted roster spots. The Spurs created a basketball mosaic where every piece fit perfectly, no matter how small. This was missing for Carmelo Anthony, whose teams often felt like solo artists. The Spurs had specialists who took pride in their roles and embraced their responsibilities. They targeted high-character individuals, building a drama-free and unified locker room. This cohesion translated into consistent wins and was their true competitive advantage. Fast forward to today, September 2025, a new season full of hope and uncertainty. The Spurs have Victor Wembanyama, a generational talent with sky-high expectations. Concerns arise about whether the team truly maximizes his unique potential. In today's NBA, spacing and shooting are more crucial than ever before. The fear is repeating past mistakes, ultimately wasting Wembanyama's prime years. The Spurs front office must build the right team around him without delay. It's a delicate balance between developing young talent and acquiring needed skills. The clock is ticking, but there's still time for the Spurs to get it right. The key takeaway from the San Antonio Spurs approach is patience and trust. In a league where quick fixes and instant results are often prioritized, the Spurs stand out by sticking to their principles and believing in their process, even when the results aren't immediate. The Spurs operate with a long-term vision, always looking years ahead rather than chasing short-term wins. Their focus is on sustainable growth, player development, and building a culture that lasts, not just a single good season. Concerns about spacing around Victor Wembanyama are valid, and it's natural for fans to question the fit. But the Spurs front office and coaching staff have a proven track record of maximizing talent and adapting their system to fit their players' strengths. This is a multi-year project, a patient build designed to set the foundation for the next decade. The Spurs are investing in their future, developing young talent, and creating an environment where growth is prioritized over quick results. Remember the lesson from Carmelo Anthony's story: talent alone isn't enough. The right environment, patience, and a clear plan are crucial for long-term success, both for players and organizations. The Spurs have the blueprint and a history of turning their vision into championships. Their legacy is built on consistency, smart decisions, and a commitment to doing things the right way, even when it takes time. They will be deliberate and methodical in building around their new centerpiece, making sure every move fits the bigger picture. Every practice, every draft pick, and every decision is made with the future in mind. Spurs fans, take a deep breath and trust the process. The front office has earned your confidence through years of smart moves and unwavering commitment to excellence. The process may be slow, but the Spurs are building something special again, one step at a time, with patience, vision, and the same unwavering blueprint that brought them greatness before.